Hello, dears, and welcome to the gorgeous Benidorm town in Costa Blanca in Spain. Welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna, and my hubby and I, we are in the traditional city center. Now we can actually say it is quite busy out here. It's evening time, the sun is setting down slowly but surely. It's around 8 p.m. right now, and we are heading towards the old town. Our goal today is to visit the famous viewpoint of the castle situated on the top of the old town while exploring different bars, restaurants, cafeterias, and businesses that are located here nearby. By the way, if you're coming right now to Benidorm and in general a lot of different parts in Spain, we are in on sales right now. There's a lot of sales going on in different shops. Technically, we are kind of midsummer, but the first discounts already started. As you can see, up until 50% of discount in Fashion City. Still, it's going to be quite expensive because these are like very expensive brands. So even with 50% off, it will be quite expensive. All the discounts will be here up until September month. There's going to be first discounts, second discounts, third and final discounts afterwards. All the businesses are open. There's some lovely places here. Todo Plata, which is all made of silver, plus different types of natural materials like amber, different minerals or precious stones are available out here. Low cost. These are like glasses, sunglasses, Polaroid vision. They say it's supposed to be slightly better for your eyes and it's not as expensive either. Crazy watch, submerged, those that you are actually able to put into the water. That's interesting. Chica and chic, chic probably. Some souvenir places, they have a little bit of everything, even like different types of knives, like pocket knives, etc. Some souvenirs, a lot of different shops. Bijou Brigitte, this shop on the right, is also very nice for accessories and different types of earrings, necklaces, etc. If you love something like this, they have very nice things, and they also have something made of silver. A lot of different shops. There's a lot of jewelry lately here. Look at this. Emeralds, sapphires. Oh, this is expensive. This probably is expensive, definitely. Wow. Typical shops here up until 60%. See, whenever I see different, this is my tip for you guys. But before we talk about it, La Mejillonera that we can see right here. La Mejillonera is one of our favorite spots to have some nice, typical Spanish meals. Tends to be quite busy, but it's definitely worth it. So, about the sales, let me tell you something. All the sales that tell you up until 50, 60, 70%, if it's up until 30, 40, I would still trust. But when it says up until 60, 70%, I wouldn't trust it as much because no business would actually put it in a loss. So what some businesses do, not all of them, okay, but what some businesses do is actually to inflate the price, to make the price higher, so that when the discount time actually comes, the prices would be very low, and they could say, oh yeah, look at this, the old price tag says that, so it's actually like a 70% discount. But knowing the primary price, it would be like around 20, 30, maybe 40 maximum percent. So you need to take that into consideration. A lot of people are driven by that it's a sale. Oh, it's on sale, it's a good offer, it should be a good offer, I'm gonna take it, whilst if you would see that price without a sale tag, probably you wouldn't purchase it. And that's the truth. Oh, some nice shoe shops here as well, also on sale. Ice creams, some of the best ice creams here on the left side, and there's a lot of people waiting, as you could have seen. That's nice. That's how you know. We always say that that's how you know that the place is good, when there's a lot of people in it, mostly Spanish as well. People know a good deal, a good bargain, a good price versus quality. And if there's a lot of Spanish in it, this is a good place to eat. Restaurant Cordoba. This is the tapas alley already. This is where it's starting. Restaurant Cordoba actually attracts a lot of people. It's not cheap at all, but it's a good quality place. They specialize in typical Spanish paella, in lobster and seafood, brought directly from the port of Benidorm. And it's a good place where to eat, but just take into consideration that it's quite expensive. Sabora España on the right side were different types of caramelized nuts, walnuts, fruit you can actually grab there. I think they even have dried fruit, some kinds of them. But it's a great place because especially almonds, try these out. It's something very typical from our region. And a lot of people purchase it, even if it's like a small gift from Benidorm. But still, people do bring it as a small present. Some art places, these are places where you can purchase some hand painted art in Benidorm town. There's not so many of these shops here in Benidorm as in Altea because there's way more street artists there, but still you can find something. And then we start the street where a lot of how should I say that YouTube wouldn't give me any kind of issues. All community friendly, let's say it like this. All community friendly and massage place right nearby. That's interesting. All community friendly bars are located. These are actually very nice bars. They've been here the whole entire life. Some new ones have opened up too. But these streets are very well known for being all community friendly. A two-star hotel, Santa Fe Hotel in Benidorm. It's not bad. It's situated in the old town. It has a bed, it has some rooms. I'm gonna put you the price here on the screen for it as well. And I personally do feel that 70 euros for two people for one night, it's obviously not the worst price right now. In peak month of July, the most expensive one almost, it's not a bad price at all. Trust us. Hotels can cost up until 200 something, 300 something here in the area for one single night. So that's good deal. That's a two-star hotel. Obviously, it's situated right here in the old town, not very far away from the viewpoint, which is where we're heading right now. There's some supermarket here. These are like 24-hour supermarkets, obviously, so it's not the cheapest option. If you don't follow us for a long time, then maybe you might not know, but try to avoid 24-hour supermarkets for bigger purchases, like if you need quite a lot of things for your apartment or for your hotel, some snacks, fruit, water, etc. Because these supermarkets tend to have way higher pricing. Go instead to Más y Más, Mercadona, Consum, Lidl, Aldi, Mendoza supermarkets, Veracruz, typical Spanish supermarket. These small ones, they obviously don't have such a big margin of benefit, thus their prices are slightly higher than a usual supermarket would be. It's good for one bottle of water, but still it's quite expensive. But having to purchase more than that, it's just not worth it at all. Here in front we have the famous Ooh, people are waving at us. Here we have the famous church in Benidorm. This is located on the top of the old town. You can get inside, and even if there are special celebrations inside or religious events, you can still get in, which is great. In some places here in Spain, it is actually forbidden to go in when there are religious events inside. Right next to it, on the square, there is a crafts market. We love crafts market, and it's a great opportunity to actually support small artists and small businesses. And all this is handmade. There are accessories, there are souvenirs, there is jewelry, there are some handmade soaps or air fresheners to put them in the wardrobe or whatever you need, like closed spaces. There are paintings, there are even your name on the grain of rice. There's a little bit of everything here. And all it is made with love by local artists. Malpas Beach, gorgeous beach, love it. It's ideal for snorkeling. Once again, it's one of the best places where you could go. There's a lot of fish, there's some rocks, there's like marine life, and it's not a deep water. It's not too deep, thus It's great for those who love to dive in but do not like really like deep waters, if you know what I mean. Or those who cannot swim very well, even small children. And I can see actually people there snorkeling right by the caves, right by the stones. The gorgeous Poniente Beach right in front of us, the skyline of Benidorm with the sun setting down slowly but surely. This is the best moment of the day to discover the old town. To be honest with you, right now, July and August, midday, it's very hot. It's an aggressive sunshine. Even us locals, we tend to avoid going out at this moment of the day. But now, when the sun is setting down, it's not so hot enough. It's it's still very warm. Don't get me wrong, but you can stay on the sunshine because it's different. It's not as hot, not as burning as it is on midday, which is why in the evening you will see way more people here in the old town than probably on midday. The one and only restaurant cafeteria, probably I would call it a cafeteria, like a bar, where you can grab some snacks, grab some drinks. It's the only big one here on the castle viewpoint, which by the way is right in front of us. This is where the old Benidorm's castle was previously to protect this area from marine pirates. But now there's just some rests and remains out there, nothing else. The curious thing is that local residents are able to provide different ideas to make Benidorm better. One of the ideas was to make an elevator right here in the castle viewpoint. The access towards this main part of the castle viewpoint is available for wheelchairs, for buggies, and just look at how gorgeous it looks like. This is beautiful. How many people there actually are still on the beach, because that's when the water is the warmest and you're still able to enjoy the last rays of sunshine. This is one of the best times to come to the actual old town or any other part of Benidorm that still has tiniest bits of last sunshine of today. And the elevator was supposed to go, if it would be approved, right here at the end of the viewpoint, because there is a staircase very steep that goes towards this small viewpoint right here at the end. So it's not entirely fair that only some people are actually able to access it. If you cannot climb the stairs, like there's a lot of people with boogies, they are not able to go there. Only those who are able to climb up and down the stairs. So this was one of the ideas, especially for elderly people, for example, those who have trouble actually doing it, to put an elevator here. Let us know what you think about it. The gorgeous Levante beach is right in front of us. There is some water park, aqua park we call it, 14 euros per person. It costs plus 2 euros for socks. Anti-slippery socks, I recommend getting them because we went there last year. We have a video here on the channel. We went here last year, and definitely you need anti-slippery socks. If not, that's simply impossible to actually enjoy the water park thoroughly. There's also a free of charge platform, I think, right next to it, not too far away from it, which obviously doesn't have so many slides. It's not as big. It doesn't have like anything on it, just I think one slide, and that's it. But still, it's good if you don't need that much. If you want to jump out of something into the water, just have a tiniest bit of fun, you can use that one and you don't need to pay anything at all. Right here in the old town, there are a couple of hotels that are really nice. One of them is Gastro Hotel Canfali that we can see right in front of us. This one here to the left is the hotel from Magic Group, which is Via Venezia. It's a 5-star hotel. It's supposed to be the only 5-star hotel here in the old town. It's supposed to have some lovely food, great accommodation, great service, nice common areas. But to be honest with you, I do think that it needs refurbishment already. It hasn't been touched in years, and to call it a 5-star hotel, I personally would prefer the RH Hotel Canfali. I love it. It's gorgeous on the inside. It has some nice views of the sea. Their restaurant is spectacular. This is for special events, for when you want some gorgeous view, if you have some special occasion. This is where you could book a table. Just make sure you book it in advance because the tables that overlook the sea actually, right next to the glass window. These are the first ones that usually being booked, so make sure you do it in time. Then we have some places here, Nova, I think it's called. I'm not quite sure if it's the same one or not because these places they do change quite a lot somehow. Not sure why, but they seem not to function so good in this area, which is strange because there's a lot of people out here. Some supermarkets, all 10 euros. I actually love these type of shops. These ones are very, very nice shops. This is up until the end of existence, which means that up until they sell everything, they have like offers for 10 euros. Uptown, this is like a burger place. Ooh, they've opened it up eventually already. Shoes, all these streets have some very, very good offers. Crazy shoes, they say 9.99. So every single shoe here is like 9.99, a pair of shoes, obviously. Which these are some good quality shoes actually. 9.99. Wow. This is where you could go to grab some shoes if you need something here in the area. Some more souvenir shops, and this is one of the uh, wheelchair access mobility easier mobility access roads that will bring you directly towards the old town. There are other streets, but they do have some stairs, some steps that do not make it really comfortable, but this one is one of the better accesses. Benidorm's old town and traditional city center, without a doubt, are slightly busier than what we've seen them in the past weeks. A lot of people are coming to visit the loveliest Benidorm town.